Fighters Pass 2 has now come to a close, bookending the crazy ride that has been Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's post-launch content. But being the insatiable fan that I am, it's hard to accept the game's audacious moniker without the presence of classic game modes from the series' history as covered in Part 1, the most glaring omission being a proper adventure mode, which is the topic for today's video. The goal is to conceive of a hypothetical successor to Brawl's Subspace Emissary to become the best adventure mode in the series, and I suppose I should start by explaining why World of Light doesn't qualify. In my mind, it's closer to the event matches from previous games, where existing assets are arranged to simulate some kind of scenario using legacy characters. There is enjoyment to be had in all the references and cleverness, but it does a poor job at contextualizing the Smash universe with an engaging story campaign. And it's not all that different from regular Smash. The one thing that screams adventure mode to me is levels, self-contained courses that are themed around an idea or property. Brawl's Subspace Emissary had fairly generic settings, but Melee themed its levels directly off the roster's home series. In general, my hypothetical adventure mode combines the lengthy platforming levels from Brawl with the fan service from Melee, and this new mode will be called Return to Subspace. With all that out of the way, here's the summary. An evil force known as Master Core has separated the worlds of Smash and brainwashed all the villains to seize control over them. The Smash Brothers must combine forces to unite the worlds and defeat Master Core, who resides deep within Subspace. The campaign is divided into 12 levels, each featuring one or more worlds associated with the characters in Ultimate's roster, and populated with related items and enemies. In many cases, the levels are based directly off iconic areas from their respective series, modified and remixed to fit Smash's gameplay. With some exceptions, they are structured very much like the Subspace Emissary, consisting mainly of side-scrolling action interspersed with combat challenges and boss fights, enlisting more characters along the way. Co-op multiplayer returns as well. The level select screen is functionally similar to something like Kingdom Hearts, with occasional branching pathways and difficulty indicators. One sizable addition is the new inventory system. All items found can be stored in the pause menu for future use, and party members can be swapped in and out at will. This allows players to consider their situation and apply the most advantageous item or character, and there are optional areas that put the fighter's unique attributes to good use, like wall jumping to reach high places or projectile-based targets. I will now give a brief rundown of each level. Level 1 is based on Kirby's Green Greens, where players take control of the Kirby fighters and Yoshi as a secret unlockable character, with Wispy Woods as a boss fight. Level 2 is both the Mushroom Kingdom and Green Hill Zone, recruiting most Mario characters and Sonic, ending with a boss fight against Dr. Eggman. Level 3 is Victory Road, where a special Pokemon tournament is held in which trainers claim their opponent's Pokemon upon victory. Players choose a team before each battle, similar to Squad Strike from the main game, with Mewtwo being the last match. Level 4 is both Angel Island and Corneria, where all Kid Icarus, Bayonetta, and Star Fox fighters are recruited, ending in a boss fight against Andross. Level 5 is both Forest of Hope and Jungle Hijinks, where Pikmin and the DK crew are found, with Banjo and Kazooie as a secret character, concluding with a familiar fight against King K. Rool. Level 6 is Ganon's Tower, where the three Links team up to rescue Zelda/Sheik from Ganondorf in his beast form, first by navigating a puzzle-filled dungeon using keys. Level 7 is WarioWare Inc., where Wario hosts a game show in which retro characters participate in a series of throwback minigames. Dr. Mario destroys viruses in a bottle, Captain Falcon avoids traffic on an F-Zero racetrack, Duck Hunt hunts ducks for points, Pac-Man eats pellets in a ghostly maze, ice climbers scale a mountain, and Mr. Game & Watch saves citizens from a burning building. Level 8 is the Island of Talus, where players take turns moving units on a top-down map in true Fire Emblem fashion, battling and recruiting Fire Emblem characters for a boss fight against Rathalos. Level 9 is what I'm calling the Land of Heroes, where a group of RPG characters traverse an overworld map with random enemy encounters recruiting party members like Hero, Joker, Cloud, Shulk, Pyramithra, Ness, and Lucas, culminating in a fight against Sephiroth. Level 10 combines 3 worlds: Ceres Station from Metroid, Shadow Moses from Metal Gear Solid, and Dracula's Castle from Castlevania, all accompanied by their Smash representatives, along with a secret appearance by Mega Man and ending in a boss fight against Dracula. Level 11 is called World Warrior, where fighting game characters travel around the world and challenge each other to stamina battles, also including athletic characters like Wii Fit Trainer and Little Mac. The tournament's final contestant is Kazuya. Last but not least is Level 12, Subspace, a massive cosmic maze that players must explore using any combination of fighters they've obtained. Here, the rest of Ultimate's roster is available to unlock in secret rooms hidden throughout the maze. Players also rematch the villainous fighters to break them free of Master Core's control, ending of course with a final boss battle against Master Core itself, thus ridding the universe of Subspace and restoring the worlds to their natural state. Like the Subspace Emissary, all of this is embellished with cutscenes that will hopefully give each property time to shine despite the fast pace. Seeing these beloved icons interact as characters in a giant crossover story is every fan's dream, and the reveal trailers we've gotten since can only do so much. As the series continues to bring new properties into the fray, the potential for a quality adventure mode has grown exponentially. To this day, the Subspace Emissary is a fascinating endeavor for Nintendo, and it's hard to imagine any Smash game surpassing Brawl's single-player without something to rival it. My Return to Subspace proposal may or may not be the answer, but if Nintendo ever turns around and decides to update Ultimate with extra content, I hope that a proper adventure mode takes first priority. It's the biggest thing holding the game back from achieving its namesake, and until it's added, I have plenty of reason to prefer previous installments. Every time I boot up my aging consoles to break an old record in Target Smash or re-experience the epic story of Subspace, I dream of how much better it would be with Ultimate's smoother controls and wealth of characters. Even with the inclusion of these modes, however, there are still a few loose ends I want to address. In Part 3, I'll be tackling the nagging issues that prevent the game from reaching its full potential. It's time to go the extra mile. Subspace Emissary is a fascinating endeavor for Nintendo.